And on that, he say, why you here? I say, public, that's why. Ain't crossing no line, just keep rolling, I'm fine. You got gun, cuffs, car, still fear my device. Cause the truth hit harder than your PR might. A lot of y'all need class, not class C felons. Class in the Constitution, read what you reppin'. You took an oath, but ignored all the lessons. We took the streets and turned them into law sessions. They shoved shields up, tried blocking out the lens view. I say that move violate rights that defend you. Scene safety, cold word, but we see.
Am I going to be famous too? You're going to put me on your YouTube video?
Lemon pound cake, pound cake.
Sacramento, you watching? Step out the car, phone up, stay calm. Sidewalk under my feet, that's my front lawn. Public space, that can my lucky charm. Only thing I'm shooting is dot in my palm. Sacramento Community Watch, we roll deep. Aunties, uncles, young ones out the whole street. We the eyes when they try to move in low key. Press record, press them back, let the world see. You a public servant, then serve that truth. Don't swing on my rights, don't snatch my proof. First Amendment, ink in my...
Hey folks, welcome in. Thank you for joining us, all you watchmen out there. We're glad to have you here. First of all, we want to apologize that we weren't here the past couple of weeks. We had a little bit of run-ins that we've had, life experiences. The only thing I have to tell people, please, is please take care of your heart, folks. Strokes are a terrible thing. Walter and I both have had experience with hearts and and strokes and things of that nature recently within the past few years. So please take care of yourself. Please get your heart checked. Also, throwing myself off script totally here. As always, my co-host for the evening, the Chief of Sacramento Community Watch, Chief England. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're going on those rants again. We got to
get things moving, man. Again, folks, it's please. I'm going at it already. Throwing punches at heart issues, folks. So yeah, definitely take care of your heart.
Yeah, definitely.
As I sit here slamming back a rupee. Anywho, so folks,
over here,
first of all, we want to thank War Daddy for joining us tonight. We were a little bit late. We were doing some housekeeping in the background there. Cams on Cops, thank you for joining us tonight.
What's up,
As
bro?
always, we have an open invitation to all auditors and First Amendment auditors and stuff like that out there. If you want to join us, just let us know in the chat. We'll go to your channel, get your email, and send you a link to get onto the channel. Always an open invitation. So we're going to go right into housekeeping, folks. Just want to go through a few things here. Let me find the first thing here and get it shared again. Okay. So the first thing is, as you all know, Chief is taking his, unlawful detention that we're claiming is unlawful, from, Tony the Tyrant. You know him, folks.
You're going to be famous too? You're going to put me on your YouTube video? Do you see the color that I am?
So it's still sitting over at the Washoe County Courts. The last thing that happened was back in April. As you can see here, they've updated their website a little bit. I don't like it. I'm not a fan, but the judge that was assigned to his case did get into some trouble, folks, and she stepped down. And from what it looks like, her buddy within the courts as well got sent, who was doing all that stalking stuff. She wound up getting sentenced to some I got to pull up the case, but I believe it was time served. So there's just a lot of things going on in Washoe, folks. You know, the whole "What's Up Washoe" thing. It's just downright disgusting right now. Chief, I'm going to kick it off to you to catch people up with what happened down in Sacramento.
Yeah, man.
And then I'll pull up that information later. So I'll let you kick that off here.
Okay, so folks, as not too many of you are aware, I was recently arrested on May 9th for peeping and conspiracy to commit a crime on behalf of the Sacramento Police Department and their police supervisor, Jeremy Ratcliffe, who gathered up several officers and they bum rushed us, twisted our arms up,
Mhm.
me and another watchman. He's currently in the chat room. Cams on Cops. We are both unlawfully arrested for peeping into a bike patrol office downtown Sacramento, folks.
Again, folks, a public office where it's their duty to protect their information, to hide any sensitive information. And if, auditors do it all the time. They go around and, put their cameras up to windows, because if you're going to leave your windows open, wide open from the public, who's to say somebody with an eidetic memory or somebody with a pen and paper is not going, okay, what's going on here? It's so stupid. And the victim in the case
was the
cop.
supervisor, right? The supervisor,
was the
the
cop.
same one. So let me get more in depth with this. So they charged us with peeping, number one, and conspiracy to commit a crime because I was with the, partner of ours, one of the watchmen.
One of the watchmen.
Yep. And so they charged me with also for having pepper spray because I am a felon, as a lot of you probably don't know. Some do know. I'm a felon, and they charged me a felony for the pepper spray. And the district attorney dropped the 2 charges of conspiracy and peeping, and they kept the charge of the pepper spray, which was brought down from a misdemeanor or a felony down to a misdemeanor.
Right, because that particular charge, according to what we've learned from AI doing research on this, is what they call a wobble charge. So they could charge a felony or they can charge a misdemeanor. Now, here's the sticking point, Chief. Where was that pepper spray if you had it on you?
It was in one of the pockets, one of my vest pockets.
Right, so it wasn't displayed. Nobody knew you had it on you.
No. The officer,
so
he asked what it was when he took it out. He said, "What's this?" And he said, "Oh, it's pepper spray." Yeah, after he opened the pocket and took the pepper spray out. After they arrested us and twisted our arms up and stuff and all that.
After the illegal detainment and illegal arrest, yep.
It was retaliatory in nature. We've had several dealings with this officer. We're going to show you guys some
He's part of our feature presentation tonight,
Absolutely.
folks. So we're going to show you some of the stuff, what's going on.
Do we have that link pulled up? That short video? I don't see that short video. The other link. Oh wait, is that it?
Well, it's a confidential personal information violation.
Got it.
Hey guys, we're going to set up an investigative zone here. We need to talk about confidential stuff. You guys mind waiting on either of that side?
We're talking about confidential stuff in public. When will these police know? When will law enforcement know? And when will they quit being cops and actually do their job properly? A lot of this is just fake it till you make it, folks. It's what he's doing.
It's despicable. It is disgusting at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Sergeant Ratcliffe, or Supervisor Ratcliffe.
Your choice, but we're going to set up a little confidential zone because these are
confidential zone.
Yeah, because we're talking about confidential information. Okay? It's a Corey violation. Okay, so we can't have you guys videotaping that stuff.
It's called what?
Did you say Brady violation?
Corey violation.
Corey violation
for young offenders who they're talking specific about the information that pertains to minors that's on their computer screens that he didn't want us to record or overhear them talking about it in a public space on a public sidewalk.
Duty to protect that information is on the onus of the officer.
Yeah.
And he has to balance that with your right. So you can already tell this guy's a tyrant.
Yeah, and this is exactly why he retaliated against us and unlawfully arrested us, which is exactly why the district attorney immediately dropped those charges. Immediately.
Yeah, but still, they still have your phone
and equipment,
evidence,
camera,
and equipment.
Vest.
Even though they don't really need it because here's the thing: they're going to need to go in front of a judge to do. They're going to need a warrant to get into your phone. And at this point, you know, according to your public defender, they're moving to quash all evidence because of fruit of the poisonous tree. They had no reasonable articulable suspicion to detain you or arrest you, so therefore they have no reason to hold your phone.
Absolutely. And what's funny is I don't want to mention any names, but somebody there was also speaking on behalf of myself, saying that there could be possible rights violations here easily.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think? They drop the other charges and keep the pepper spray. And, you know, it seems very suspicious. It seems like they're trying to more so squash my ability to be able to document the police, carry out my First Amendment, you know, protected activities.
He's violating 148G.
Yep, absolutely. I also advised the public defender to, you know, hopefully somebody, you know, explains to the district attorney's office that this is definitely a USC Title 18 USC 242 and 241 violation, without a doubt.
Right, and that if the attorneys continue with their prosecution, it's going to be malicious prosecution.
Absolutely.
Because they had no reasonable articulable suspicion to detain you in the first place. So
no probable cause.
Our opinion, everything should be dropped. Everything should have been dropped.
All right, let's continue with this.
Yeah.
Well, it's a confidential personal information violation. So if you
I've never heard of that one before. What law is that? Which law penal code is that?
Look it up. It's Corey.
Corey?
Look it up. It's Corey.
That's the acronym.
They don't even know, folks.
He doesn't.
They don't train them on the law. It's buzzword policing, folks. It's a Corey violation. It's HIPAA violation. They don't know exactly what those laws say. They think that they can get ID for a simple trespass warning because, hey, you're trespassing. They don't know how trespassing works either.
They don't.
If you ever read trespass law, it's a big old long thing about probably this long, folks. And there's little nuances like what color paint to paint on a tree, for instance, for trespassing, whether or not it's fenced or unfenced. You know, there's so many little nuances about trespassing, and it's usually the times that they get called on trespassing charges. It's usually to Walmart, Target, you know, the Mavericks convenience store or what, a Quick Trip or whatever you want, you know, because somebody's carrying on and the private business wants them escorted off the property, folks.
Yep.
And that they use that same hammer and nail everywhere.
I'm having a hard time remembering exactly what it stands for right now. But I'm going to ask you, please, because we're investigating right now.
All right, I'm going to look it up over there. If I can't find it, I'll just come back over here.
No, you can ask me before you come back in here.
Ask you?
Yeah, because we're going to block this area off for our investigation.
Okay, we'll put up quarantine tape there.
Yep. Right there beyond the car is going to be fine.
Yeah, just put up quarantine tape. You know the law.
Okay, I'll do that. That's a very good idea.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
that
funny.
right there. That right there is embarrassing for a police officer to be told by a civilian to do their job, and he actually does it. This is exactly why he retaliated against us. This is the reason why right here.
They're so freaking lazy too. I mean, back in the 80s and 90s, crime scene tape used to go up all over the time. You used to watch Cops on TV. Crime scene tape goes up right away. They don't want to put up crime scene tape because they're too lazy to go into the back of their car, fish it out, and go walk around the block, folks.
Yeah, at least follow your guys' policy, right?
It's not a policy for that. It's not a policy.
You do have to put up
back that way. I can attach it over here.
So yeah, that was that video.
Yeah, just absolutely disgusting behavior by their supervisory officer Ratcliffe. If you guys are ever downtown Sacramento, make sure you pull your cameras out because you're more than likely to get your rights violated by the Sacramento Police Department, folks. It's unfortunate.
And definitely if you get pulled over by this tyrant. As a matter of fact, folks, if you are in Sacramento, we would recommend you download an app on either the Apple App Store or Google Play Store on your Android device called Attorney Shield. We don't get any proceeds off of it, but it is created by auditors for everyone. Basically, you get an attorney at the press of a button for a small nominal fee per month, And if you get pulled over, if you get stopped by the cops, you can't use it for auditing, folks, but for everyday life, you press a button, and when you get detained by the cops, or cops come up and you got your Sixth Amendment right in your pocket, you press that button, it connects you within a few moments to a live attorney within your state who can be your champion for your defense right then and there, and make sure the cops are following the law. And you know what? The entire call is recorded. So if you want to get the video back afterwards, all you got to do is reach out to them, and they'll be more than happy to give you that video footage so you can post it on your own channel. So I would recommend Attorney Shield, folks. Definitely. It's made by Lackluster and Long Island Audit, folks.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we got a picture of the district attorney here out of Sac County. Let me make sure I get his name correctly. Thien Ho is his name. Let me go ahead and put it up full mask here for you guys to check out. Feel free to reach out and file your grievances with the Sacramento County district attorney for attempting to apparently railroad me, because this is it's kind of sickening, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But this is the district attorney. The public defender said that he's not willing to budge on the charge. I don't know what the hell she meant by that, but this is the guy here, Thin Ho. That's our district attorney out of Sac County.
Yeah.
Well,
it's all
couple of things about him. I've heard some things about him.
And he's all part of the Blue Line Gang, folks. I mean, usually these district attorneys, they have these little agreements that, even if, the case is, thin water to begin with, because, they're going to have to prosecute, because if they don't, then they're going to get police officers who are not going to cooperate with future cases and won't show up to court when we pay them, because the district attorney doesn't support them in their illegal prosecutions.
Right.
So what's going to wind up happening is he's just going to get himself attached to the lawsuit whenever eventually it gets all cleared up for malicious prosecution. And
every officer that was involved in the conspiracy, because like I said, you could tell that the supervisory officer, Jeremy Ratcliffe, you could tell that he was the one who gathered the troops to come out and arrest us, because he was a supervisory officer there. And just to let everybody know, he didn't even have his uniform shirt on. He had a black shirt that, you would normally wear underneath the uniform. So it was just kind of odd.
It was like he was coming on duty or off duty or something.
Yes.
Like it was like in between duty or something like that. He just noticed you out there and he was just going to make your life miserable.
Yep. And mind you, I stayed in jail for a day, basically. I stripped down naked. I had to bend over and cough for a deputy, fully naked. The food was terrible. They do all of this just so, they can kind of quell our rights to record our public servants, and it's just absolutely disgusting. But let's take a look at this video. This is also a video.
Hold on. We're going to be moving into our feature presentation now, and we got a new video for that.
Feature presentation. Now declassified. Live update.
I didn't hear the audio on that. That was weird.
I did. It was nice and clear. Here we go.
Hold on.
Oh,
kid is out.
I'm not getting
the
audio, folks. Hold on a second.
What was that? Hello? What's going on?
Okay, I'm sorry. I lost audio there for a second. My mixer went goofy on me. Did the audio play when I played that audio or that video?
It did.
Okay, I didn't hear the audio. I thought the audio went out. So, okay, so yeah.
Here we go.
So
dime.
Perfect plate. Here you go, sir. What kind of drink would you like? Here you go, man. Thank you. God bless. Man, guys, something went down over here. The cops came out here hot. I thought they're gonna arrest me.
That's when $300,000 a year Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the
Whoa, $300,000 a year? We're paying this man $300,000 a year to be a sergeant, and he doesn't know the freaking law.
The same supervisory officer that was involved in the $3.1 million lawsuit out of Sacramento that was granted to a woman after this supervisory officer shot her in the eye with a pepper ball, and she lost sight in one of her eyes. The city, we paid out to that, and he still has his job, and then he's out here arresting
He's still
people.
a supervisor?
Yep. Bike patrol. Just disgusting. Look at him.
Sacramento Police Department shows up and says,
This is a no parking zone. You shouldn't be able to park yourself right there either, because obviously when we're driving through here with our lights and sirens, we need to be able to get through here. So I'm going to ask you guys to move your stuff. But you also obstructed police officers who are driving to an emergency.
wait, what did he just say?
Bullshit.
But you also obstructed police officers who are driving to an emergency.
Did you just lie, Jeremy? Let's take a closer look. Was this kid really obstructing the roadway, or is the cop lying? These two cars got through okay. So did that car, and that car. And these two cop cars got through okay. And so did this huge fire truck. So what did Sergeant Radcliffe say again?
But you also obstructed police officers who are driving to an emergency.
Oh my God, you inconvenienced me. I had to deal with you. You obstructed me from my job for 10 seconds because I had to deal with you. That's obstruction. What a oh my gosh. You talk about snowflakes? This guy is a total snowflake.
Yeah, he has
Oh my
issues.
gosh.
He has psychological issues. Terrible. And it's obvious he retaliated against us, right? It's obvious. Let's continue.
Once again, cops lie and cameras don't. But let's take a closer look at what's really going on here. I need your help to make this cop right here famous. His name is Sergeant Jeremy Radcliffe with the Sacramento Police Department. This is a guy who literally wants to oppress people who are doing the community good. As he
Chief. This just came to me too. You might want to reach out to your PD on this case and say you want to make sure that your public defender does everything she can to get this guy on the Brady list.
I'll mention it to him.
Yeah.
Video, though.
Tends to be a public servant, and this kind of stuff gets under my skin. Every one of us supposedly is supposed to be created equal, right? That's what the Declaration of Independence says. So you're not a citizen, you're not a subject, but these people want to treat you as subjects, and we're going to see an example of that here in a second. This comes from the YouTube channel KR3W Cali, and hats off to this kid for doing what he's doing. Let's go ahead and get into this. This kid decides to use his resources to feed the homeless. And watch what this cop does.
Hey guys, we're back, and today we're gonna be smoking 100 pounds of beef short ribs for the homeless. We found our beef short ribs right here. These are some nice ribs. And today we're gonna be smoking 100 pounds of this. Okay, we got 100 pounds of beef short ribs. We're gonna go to a different store to get all the other stuff we need.
I just want to also highlight, this kid doesn't just pick up ready-made food so that he can distribute to the poor. And I'm not besmirching or bemoaning
This guy's a saint.
or criticizing anybody who does that. But this kid literally picks up these beef short ribs, a bunch of lettuce, a bunch of rolls, and he home makes dinner for the homeless. And I want to get into that part right here. I want to show you where he takes all this stuff back to his kitchen and he makes this stuff himself.
The guy's a saint.
I'm going to go ahead and mute this real quick until he comes back on. But
You know, why would somebody trying to do a good thing, trying to feed the homeless, answering God's call. I don't usually get religious, folks, but this is, he's answering, in my opinion, he's answering God's call. Just to have a tyrant come up and just to give him static because he's mildly inconvenienced for doing his job as a public servant. Go figure that one out, folks, and still making $300,000 a year.
I want you to hear what he says. It's one thing to pick up something ready-made.
We got everything.
It's another thing to actually put your heart and your mind and your effort and energy into feeding a whole bunch of people that you don't even know.
We need. Today is a super special video. We're gonna be smoking 100 pounds of beef short ribs. We got our salad and our bread as well. First things first, let's season and prepare the ribs.
He seasons it, he prepares it, he takes it out to the smoker and he smokes it. Look at this.
250 degrees. Ribs for 6 to 8 hours.
He smokes them for 6 to 8 hours. This ain't a fly-by-night operation.
At 250 degrees.
And I'm sure those homeless people were extremely grateful to have a home-cooked, home-prepared meal just made for them.
Ribs too.
Oh my gosh! They were thankful that night. I'm sure. Oof.
100 pounds.
We're gonna put it in the meaty part of the.
Look how much care he's taking into preparing this meal. And the reason I'm setting this up is because as long as it takes for him to buy this, to use his own funds, I'm sure he gets support from his audience. He isn't extracting taxpayer money to feed the homeless. He's taking out of his own pocket when money is given to him, and he's doing something positive for the community. He's actually being a servant, like the protectors and servants.
Thanks for coming in.
Ribs.
Glad to be here.
Just like this, guys. Now we're gonna know the internal temperature of the ribs.
He smokes them and then he prepares all the other stuff. Look at this.
We still got a lot of work we got to do.
A lot of work.
All the ribs off camera, and we're gonna be right back when we're at the homeless community.
I know people don't want me to go through this, but I'm going to go through this to highlight the fact and put the exclamation point on the end of the sentence. Look what this tyrant does to this kid. How old is this kid? 26, 28, 29? He can't be 30. He's a young guy, and he's the change that he wants to see in the world. And then when he sets out to make that change, people like Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe, who gets paid a chunk of money by extracting it from the tax cattle in the Sacramento area, he comes and just tears down everything that this kid took meticulous time, effort, and energy to construct. Goes around to the homeless neighborhoods. There's going to be a minute before the police show up, but I just want you to see the look on these homeless people's faces, the gratitude that they have, and the generosity that just pours from this kid.
And folks, I want to remind everybody, if you are watching right now, next week on our live stream, we are going to have a prize giveaway. We're going to have some questions that we're going to ask you guys, play some games and stuff. And we're going to be giving out 3 prize giveaways for everybody. Or for 3 lucky people. So make sure you guys pay attention and get ready for those questions next week. We got some hot items to give to our supporters. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we're also wanting to do more live streams more often, but doing shorter ones like this one more often. Right. So, just
because we love you guys,
quick sort of thing. We love you guys. We love doing this for you guys. As a matter of fact, let's see here. Ida One Kenobi says peace and love. Peace, love, and chicken grease. And love you. Thank you for joining us. And then, of course, I'm trying to remind you guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All the links to all the channels in the Sacramento Community Watch Network are down in the link below. And then we want to also go ahead.
My bad. Check out the scrolling ticker right there. Yep. Check out our merch site. We have our merchandise up and ready. We have tons of items on there for you guys to check out. Affordable stuff, a little bit more on the expensive side type items, but yeah, check it out. We got some great things on there for you guys to utilize. All of our supporters out there, definitely.
Yep, and links are in the description for things like CashApp and stuff if you want to support us in other ways as well. So don't forget, a lot of stuff is down in the description, folks. Check it out if you got time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's continue.
On his own dime. I don't know if this music is copyrighted, but did you see the cop car that just went by?
Yep.
Because one of the things Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department is going to say is you blocked off the intersection. Emergency vehicles can't go through. So let me just play the last 5 seconds back. Here comes the police vehicle. Look, he's got his emergency lights on. There's a lady in the way in the wheelchair. Look, 2 cop cars went by. Okay, so they're not blocking traffic. Here's the cops. They're there for a different purpose, but then they're going to focus their attention, their tyrannical sights on KR3W Cali.
The cops.
And he's in a parking stall, basically, folks.
Yep.
You know, that's what I consider. He's not in the middle of the street. He's in a parking stall.
And this is a residential neighborhood too, as well, folks. Just be advised of that. So, being that it's a residential neighborhood in Sacramento, there's not much traffic all day, you know, for hours at a time. You know, the street is not bombarded by a bunch of cars. Like he said, cars can get past. There's no issue. I don't know why Jeremy Ratcliffe is making an issue. That's what we see here.
And usually in these residential streets here out west as well, folks, is they're not separated by a dashed line. Everybody is presumed to drive down the middle of these roads and then park on either side of them. You know, if you can, you know, but they're built in wide enough where 2 cars can fit comfortably down it if they need to. But it can be a little bit of a tight squeeze, especially like if you send a fire engine through it. But a cop car can definitely make its way through it, even if there's cars parked on both sides. So, I mean, he's the equivalent of a parked car, folks.
Yep.
Came out here hot. I thought they're going to arrest me. Here you go. God bless you.
God bless this kid. God bless this kid. What if 10 cops or 20 cops were replaced by the generosity of this kid? We would have an exponentially better world, because he wouldn't be out there, number one, extracting precious resources from the tax cattle, and number 2, he would actually be working as a servant for the community.
Here you go.
The light and dark difference between this couldn't even be more stark.
God bless.
I agree with that 100%.
You like it? Man, he likes it, guys.
Homemade food.
Here, let me load you up a big plate so you don't gotta get seconds.
Homemade freaking food.
Here you go.
Just piling it on. And not asking for anything in return except for a smile.
Here come the cops. Great.
No.
This is a no parking zone.
See, this kind of stuff right here is contagious. What the cops do isn't contagious. Yes, sometimes they'll do good things, but as a professional rule, they are order followers. They follow the rules no matter what. And you're going to see Jeremy Ratcliffe, Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department. I'm going to keep saying his name because we got to make this guy famous. You're going to see him say, hey, you're breaking the rules. And this testifies to the fact of what I always say on this channel. You're either a conformist or you're a moralist. The conformist says, I'm going to do what I'm told. I'm going to follow the rules regardless of what is right, instead of doing what is right regardless of what I'm told. And Sergeant Ratcliffe is going to demonstrate that.
Well, and here's my take on it, folks, is Jeremy Ratcliffe is a public servant. And I keep saying this, folks, the cops are not cops until they are required to be so. Their first and foremost duty is a public servant. They're supposed to serve the public, and they do so by being a police officer or a law enforcement officer, a public safety officer of that nature. So their first job as a public servant should be, if they see something like this, rather than trying to chase them away, they should be calling their station saying, hey, we got community outreach going on here. We need to get involved. Get the public information officer out here. Let's get, a few people out from behind their desks, the desk donkeys out from behind their desk and help him serve food. Let's go reach out to the community and see if we can bring more food and give out more food to the homeless. That's what they should be doing. They shouldn't be trying to chase him off. They should be trying to promote this and continuing to help the public. Don't you agree, Chief?
100%.
That's not. These are not my cars.
You shouldn't be able to park yourself right there either, because obviously when we're driving through here with our lights and sirens, you need to be able to get through here.
Okay, so Mr. Ratcliffe, why aren't you ticketing those cars as you're explaining this to him? No, you're just sitting there causing a problem and just trying to be contrary and just,
Trying to have
chase away something you don't. You're just purposely escalating for no apparent reason.
As he always.
I mean, if you were true to your word that these cars are blocking the street, you'd be getting out your ticket book and you'd be starting to write tickets for every car that's parked illegally on that side of the street, and then telling him, "Look, you need to move by the time I get done ticketing these things, otherwise you're gone too. You're going to get ticketed too." But no, he didn't do that. He's harassing this civil servant, private civil servant.
Okay, can we finish up? Like, we got like maybe 5-10 minutes left. We just got a little bit of food left.
But you also obstructed police officers who were driving to an emergency.
Well,
You obstructed police officers who were driving in an emergency. Listen to what he said here.
Elementary school definition, folks.
Police officers who were driving to an emergency.
They
Elementary
totally
school
didn't.
definition.
Yeah, there was a woman in the way in the wheelchair, but so what? They paused for what, 1 or 2 seconds?
well, I tell people to line up on the sidewalk.
Obviously, no one's doing it.
Well, I let people know.
I don't want to be argumentative.
So it won't
You
help.
are being argumentative.
I don't want to be argumentative as I approach you to argue with you.
Well, we used to serve at the shelter. For some reason, they didn't want.
Oh, I can't hear you, Chief.
As he does every time he approaches aggressively, he tries to get in your face. People are intimidated by that. And this is exactly how he approached us today. We were recording inside of their office downtown Sacramento. Just keep watching.
Me serving over there no more, so we're
Bad
just
girl,
serving right
stay,
here.
fly. Yeah, this dirty cop definitely has issues.
Well, I'm trying to, do the best I can. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how else I would be able to serve people.
I don't either, but right here is not the right place to do that.
Okay, we'll finish up and we'll get out of here.
Look at the
But
cop.
we're just trying to make it work the best way we can.
Well, let's do it now.
Look
Okay.
at the cop. Jeremy Radcliffe didn't like that. Well, we'll finish up and we'll get out of here. No, well, let's do it right now. You're going to do what I say. I'm
You're
going
not
to control
kissing
you.
his boot.
I'm calling the shots right around here. I am in control.
So we can't finish?
No.
Again, another public servant who doesn't know his place. I can't hear you, Chief.
Another video that we had with him, another incident. I told him that he needs to boss his kids around. I advise him, you're always trying to tell somebody else what to do, where to stand, how to stand, what to say, how to say it. Boss your fucking kids around, man.
Those
This
stripes.
is disgusting. He
Yeah,
thinks he's
those
everybody's
stripes-
dad, everybody's supervisor, everybody's boss. He's not.
Yeah, those stripes only make him a supervisor and a boss over his employees, his patrol officers. It does not make him the boss of the public. The public is still his boss. The public is his employers. We pay his paycheck, folks. We pay the taxes, and we demand better service.
Like, share, and
Because
subscribe.
like, share, and subscribe, folks.
Okay, he's not going to let us finish, guys, so we're just going to wrap it up then.
Crazy.
All right, guys, that's it.
Oh, you gonna stop me from getting food from my baby?
You said where? You said where I can set it up?
Are you going to stop me from getting food for my baby? Yes, ma'am. He's a tyrant. Your baby's going to starve because a police sergeant from the Sacramento Community, or Sacramento Community, I was saying Sacramento Community Watch. We don't have sergeants that do this. No, Sacramento Police Department is being a freaking tyrant. Your family's going hungry and is not getting a home cooked meal because of tyrants like this who don't know how to serve the public properly.
With his $300,000 payout
Paycheck.
Every year we pay him $300,000. I'm surprised the city's even still dealing with him after that.
I'm surprised he hasn't been busted down to a desk donkey running concealed carry out of their shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to get off the street. He needs
Yeah.
to get off the street. He doesn't know the law. He doesn't understand the law. He doesn't know he's a public servant. He doesn't know that we're his employers.
I wonder what his family
He thinks
thinks
that-
about him.
Those stripes in that uniform and his privileges of carrying a firearm, a pew stick, has all gotten to his ego. All gotten to his ego. It's a shame.
I'm out. How is this crazy? How is this?
How is me I'm a law enforcement officer. I'm
A
here
public
to protect
servant.
and serve. How is me keeping homeless people who don't have anything to eat from eating? How is that crazy? This guy is not only tone deaf. I think when cops put on the uniform and that badge, they lose all of their humanity. How
They
is
go
it
numb.
not crazy? This is insane. Even this, look at this fire truck just went through, this big, massive fire truck. It was so unclogged, this street side, that a fire truck.
Yeah, that would be evidence number one, is put him up on the stand and go, okay, officer, let's take a look here. We have 1, 2, 3 cars going through. We have 2 cop cars going through. And we got this one fire truck going through. How did he block? Explain yourself. Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime, not just because you say so, just because your elementary school definition. Why exactly? How exactly can you show us evidence that this happened? No, you did it because you are on a freaking power trip.
Truck was able to get through.
It's crazy.
If this cop was really a public servant, you know what he would do? He would put on an apron if they had one, and he'd start serving.
Hallelujah.
People would call him a freaking hero. Look at this cop right here. He literally took time out of his day to serve the homeless. It wouldn't even take 5 minutes. What a great photo op, but they can't.
And like what I said, call your buddies and get them down there. Get the desk donkeys out from behind their desk. You know, get the public information off and turn this into a community event. Call the reporters in. Give yourself some PR. But instead, you did the wrong thing, and now you're getting negative PR.
Yep, we caught the bike patrol team downtown too the other day. They were all down there with workout clothes on and shorts and sweating and stuff. And it was the same officers that transported us and, you know, logged us into jail that day. And they didn't have anything to say. They just kept saying, "Have a good day, Mr. England. Have a good day." They all got their stuff, their water bottles, and quietly walked right into the office that they said that I was peeping inside. That's what they did. Nothing to say. Just kept walking.
Oh.
Even the makeup officer was out there. Miss Mack, she was out there too. She had nothing to say. I said, "You guys violated my rights. You guys are pieces of shit." And they went in the office and closed the door. They said, "Have a good day. You take it easy, man."
Thank you, Daddy.
Yep.
Thank you, Daddy.
Yep.
Give me
Yep.
my lumps.
Terrible.
Can't
Terrible.
even do that because they're so in their head about rules. And I got to follow the rules, and you're breaking the codes and the ordinances. You got to get out of here. No, we're gonna we're shutting this whole thing down.
Getting food for my baby when he come out here.
How long you been out
Hey
here?
guys, don't forget to
Like
subscribe
maybe
to
an
Here's
hour
the
and a half.
Deal. He's the original creator of this
Well,
video,
I'm sorry.
folks.
It's way past dinner time.
It's way past dinner
Well,
time.
I'm sorry. It's way past dinner.
I want to go
It's
back a
way
little bit. Hold on.
It's way past dinner time now. Okay, it just boggles my mind how the cops think that they are the arbiter of other people's business.
In their life.
Like in their life is like, oh, well, you have no business being here. Well, no, I have a FOIA request I got to do. Well, no, you're recording and you have no business being here. Well, no, I eventually got to fill a FOIA out, officer. Well, you have no clue what my business is. You're not the arbiter of my business, and you're not the arbiter of my dinner time. Oh my gosh, what arrogance.
Getting food for my baby when he come out here.
How long you been out here?
Like maybe an hour and a half.
Perfect. Why didn't you come an hour ago?
Oh, I wasn't here.
Well, I'm
Victim blaming. Why didn't you come out here an hour ago? Why didn't you do this? You don't know what's going on in her life, officer. Apparently you're doing a pretty piss poor investigation from the start of things, it sounds like.
And hello.
You're just out there causing conflict.
Hello, she's in a fucking wheelchair. Obviously, it's hard for her to get around. Ratcliffe,
Maybe it
as he
took her an
stands,
hour and a half to get there.
as he stands there on 2 feet.
Driving a air-conditioned cop car around the city.
All day.
Being paid $300,000 to harass citizens.
$300,000.
Hey, folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep
It's
watching.
way past dinner time.
It's way past
The
dinner time. You're not the
unashamed
argument.
gall of a cop to tell a homeless person it's way past dinner and to get there on time. And hey, it's too late. You should have got here earlier. I mean, if you want to look at privilege, there's the face of privilege right there.
Okay.
Well, so we can't finish?
No, you cannot finish. Clean up your stuff and move on.
Wow.
You could just say it nice. You don't gotta be so rude about it. You
I
know.
asked you nicely, and you're argumentative.
No, I was just asking if we can finish.
You're
I just
being
asked
argumentative.
nicely.
He wasn't
Okay,
arguing
I'm
with
saying
you
we're
at
gonna
all.
leave, but I just asked. That's not being argumentative, guys. The cops are super rude out here.
Yep.
We can't finish. We're just gonna wrap up. I'm sorry, guys. That's it. He's gonna. Yeah, it's all good, guys. That's it. We're wrapping up. I'm sorry. The cop said no. That's it. We can't pass on no more food. We're done. I don't want to get a ticket. I'm super sorry, guys. Yeah, it's messed up,
Torino
guys.
News Now.
Nothing was getting blocked off. They were just making things up.
Yep.
They pulled through, no
Hey,
problem.
somebody matched that.
I guess we got kicked out by the cops. This is the first time this happened. Super rude. Guys, that's it. I'm sorry. We're wrapping up. No more food. He said I came and pass on no more place. He said I came and stay here for a couple minutes.
The officer said that we can't even have no food.
Yeah.
How's that for? Look at this. Is that the eyes? Is that the posture? Is this the attitude of a protector and servant in your minds? My God, this is crazy.
Somewhere else. No problem.
I'll just give Miss Mary a plate.
I'm sorry. The cops are saying we can't, so that's it.
He will move to a new location, but that the cops are disrupting this is beyond inhumane here.
It's up to the cops, guys, because he said
And you know what? I'm sure this cop got into his sergeant position purely through luck or circumstances or meeting quotas of some sort. But eventually his tactics and his piss poor attitude is going to catch up with him, and he's going to become a gypsy cop in California. Or if they take away his license in California, where he can't be a California police officer anymore, he's just going to make his way up to Oregon or Washington or Nevada. He's going to become a gypsy cop. I already see it. This guy is going to be a gypsy cop, because where else are you going to get a $300,000 an annual salary to ride around in an air-conditioned car and harass citizens?
Well, he's more so like on a bike patrol. He's sergeant of bike patrol. They moved him to bike.
Well, he probably got put on bike patrol because he's been doing something wrong, and they figure that if they can keep him out of a car and on a bike, he's less likely to infringe on people's rights. But you know, the whole thing is he's going to find ways to do it. And you know, during the winter months, he's going to be right back in a police car. So he's only on bike patrol because, you know, of the nice weather, and he probably needs to be on a bike to lose some of the donut weight. So, you know, he doesn't actually want to go to the gym and put the work in that way, so he'll go on bike patrol.
I'm sending you 2 links to also add to the stream as well. Some more shorts with these officers in it.
Okay.
For now, where were you guys?
I was in there.
You sending him email or are you sending him through message?
Where were you guys? Like he's going to dictate when they should get there.
No, Miss Mary.
Please carry on.
All right. See, guys, he said I can't.
As in carry on, as in keep cleaning up.
Keep cleaning up? Okay. Yeah, you see that, guys? All right, guys, we're done. Do you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna put it in my dolly, so I'm not obstructing, and I'm gonna pass out all the rest of the food, because we're not gonna let nothing stop our mission. All right, guys? Yep. All right, we got it, guys.
You want us to help you? He said you go up there.
The director at the shelter, he doesn't want me on the property, so the director he kicked me out.
Thank you.
Guys, we're literally gonna just serve it right here on the sidewalk, so we're not obstructing nothing.
Okay.
Guys, if anybody wants food, you guys gotta go on the sidewalk.
So he moves up on the sidewalk. The homeless people help him. Even the lady in the wheelchair is being a better servant. Did you see this? The lady in the wheelchair is helping, but the cop isn't.
Sidewalk.
Watch this. Look, she helped with the table. She helped with that tote down there.
We literally just need like 3 minutes, sir. We're gonna pass out the food real quick.
This one wheelchair lady outserved a paid public servant. And stay tuned, because you will be outraged at how much Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department actually makes.
There's just people.
I'm telling you what the rules are.
There we go.
You can either choose to follow the rules, or you can choose not to follow the rules.
Yes, sir. Put on the grass.
No. They don't.
mind you, he said rules. He didn't say laws. He didn't say, he said rules. These are my rules. You're going to follow them. How BS is that? These are the rules. You're going to follow them. Because if you don't, I'm going to arrest you for obstruction and contempt of cop. And then I'm going to take you in front of a judge. And then I'm going to get my hand slapped because I had no probable cause.
Right. So the 2 videos I just sent you, the second one is going to be the one you play first after this video. Just showcasing Ratcliffe for getting another incident we had with him.
Gotcha. I'm downloading them both here. So
copy that.
Want me on their property? It's fine.
I'm telling you what the rules are, because I'm an order follower and I follow the rules and I enforce the rules. And if you break the rules, even if you're doing something good, helping homeless people, and I've got a great meal at home, I've got a wife and kids and a big house and a fat paycheck, and I get to waste the gas of the tax cattle. But if you break the rules, oh my.
Oh, and my wife had prime rib waiting for me at home, along with a baked potato and a whole bunch of, tyranny juice. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Gosh, the hammer of justice is going to fall on you.
Guys, that's what we deal with sometimes around here.
So I'm just going to play a couple of seconds of this.
Hey, Bad Cops Gone Wild. We're working on getting him on the Brady list. I mean, if he's going to find out that he's severely underqualified for what he does, because he's going to, even though he gets paid an awful lot of money, he's just, again, either fired or terminated. I agree with you there. But he's going to find out very quickly that there's no job out there willing to pay him $300,000 for what he's been doing, except for this job. So if he can't keep this job, then he's not going to have that salary anymore. He's going to get close to McDonald's salary here, folks.
Because he does go to a different location to continue handing out the food that he made.
Crew Cali. Yeah, Philippines 413.
I can do all things who God who strengthens me.
Yep. That's the verse on the back.
All right. So this is, I guess it's Crew Cali YouTube channel. And this is the example of a protector and servant doing the opposite. I'm going to subscribe to this guy's channel. I love these kind of videos. I love these kind of videos where people actually use their large platform to get the audience involved in sponsoring things. This is truly the free market, because you have YouTube content creators. Stay tuned. We're going to go over the salary of Jeremy Ratcliffe, Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe, in a second. But they use their large platform and they use their voice and they use their popularity to do something so positive for the community. This right here is the free market in action. No tax cattle dollars required. So how much this is the Sacramento Police Department. We will get back to this in a second, but the closest available record is from 2023, when Jeremy P. Ratcliffe was listed as a police officer, not yet a sergeant, with a total pay and benefits of almost $250,000. This included a regular pay of $110,000. That's his base pay, and overtime pay, sounds like Brian Fahey, of $66,733 and other pay of $7,551. Since Ratcliffe was promoted to sergeant by 2025, based on prior references to his rank, his current salary would likely be higher. Based on data from the Sacramento Police Department sergeants, the average base salary for a police sergeant in Sacramento in 2023 was around $90,000 to $95,000. It's way higher than that, often ranging from $118,000 to $396,000 a year, depending on overtime and seniority. For example, Sergeant Jason Kirtland earned a total of $393,931 in 2023, including $132,000 in regular pay, $153,682 in overtime.
So I got a question, folks. Should these police officers be salaried?
Nope.
They're
They
making
should be
all
hourly.
these money. They're making all this money in overtime. And you know how they do it, folks? Is they wait until the end of the shift, pull somebody over and go, "Oh, I think you're driving while intoxicated," and then detain them, do all, and go and sit here and go through all this stuff, and then take them to jail, because now they got to take them to jail. That's more overtime. Do you think they would do that if they were salary? No, they wouldn't pad the clock if they were salary. And then you got the Sergeant Brian Fahey story out of New York, if you're following Long Island Audit, where this guy who's sitting behind a desk doing pistol permits is getting paid overtime for working a 9-to-5 job. How is that possible, folks? So go figure it out. Should we pay these people salary, or should we keep paying them hourly? Because apparently hourly isn't working, in my opinion. They're making way too much money for a piss poor job.
And if you guys look at the bottom of the screen, it says the lawsuit involving Jeremy Ratcliffe, a Sacramento police officer, was filed by Nia Love, a black woman who was blinded by a rubber bullet fired during a protest against police. Hold on, we have more. Let me pull this one up too. Police looks like involved in, wait a minute.
Yeah, I think you moved to the third one instead of the second one. I think this is the one that you wanted here.
Yeah, you're right. Lawsuit sought damages for the injuries sustained and for the wrongful use of force by the police. The case was settled with the city of Sacramento paying $3 million to Love. Although the officer involved,
I was moving it for you.
Involved in the incident was not
involved.
personally liable for the settlement. The lawsuit highlighted, who was liable for the settlement?
The lawsuit highlighted the need for transparency and accountability in police conduct, especially during protests.
Mm-hmm.
Again, folks, they need to teach them the Constitution. They need to teach them the law.
The law.
They need to hold them accountable and quit investigating themselves and finding no wrongdoing just because they think they have a hard job. They need to quit being snowflakes and do their job properly.
Right.
Here, he made 200.
What was that?
I was going to say, it's on 57 minutes. Just go ahead. Let's go.
$42,000, almost $250,000. He probably makes well over $300,000, not acting as a public servant, but acting as a spoiled tyrant, acting as an entitled tyrant. This is Sergeant Jeremy Ratcliffe from the Sacramento Police Department. This is the Sacramento Police Department. The only post that I've seen that deals with or hints at dealing with this kid's video is, a homeless friend of mine doesn't want to eat past supper time. When must he be finished? Love that. Going to give that a like. Leave your thoughts on what you think should be done with, and be nice, be polite, be kind. Don't make threats about what should be done with Tyrant Trooper of the Year or Tyrant Sergeant of the Year, Jeremy Ratcliffe. So thanks, guys. Appreciate the like, appreciate the share, appreciate you commenting, because that helps me overcome the YouTube algorithms. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember, the price of freedom is now and will always be eternal vigilance. And indifference to this notion is the means by which the people have and will secure their own oppression. Stay tuned for my next video, because it's going to be a banger. I'll see you in the next one.
Shout out to Here's the Deal. He's an awesome guy. We love that man. Yeah, he covers the story like.
Folks, I'm going to be posting in our chat the phone number to Sacramento Police Department over on the Sacramento Community Watch channel in the chat. The phone number to the Sacramento PD if you want to give them a call. Folks, just remember that the First Amendment is a double-edged sword, so please use it wisely. It can come back to bite you in the butt, especially if you wield it wrong. We do not recommend using threats, force, or violence. Or any threats thereof. Please keep it professional. You can tell them how much they suck, but you don't make threats, folks. Yeah, we don't condone that.
Right to redress your government.
You have the right to redress your grievances, but we cannot control you. So please listen to us and behave. Yes. Let
Hey,
me
so
go ahead
I
and get
w-
the next video up.
Yeah, let's show
Go
that
ahead.
video of Ratcliffe, the other incident we had with him. You guys take a look at this one. Yeah, you gotta always record it in, man. Yep. You gotta always record the police, man.
Yeah, we're always recording around right now.
Yeah, but you know what happens to their body cameras, though.
Take a long time.
Yeah, I know, right? 10 months, 20 years.
Yeah.
But we still found no wrongdoing.
Get out the next day.
Come on, man.
What's that?
Our recordings get out the next day.
Yep, the next day, straight up. We gotta record for ourselves, man.
This guy's.
Yeah, folks, always record the police because one, your recording can go out the next day. Two, they cannot redact your videos.
Mm-hmm.
When you try to request their videos, they hide behind, oh, it's an active investigation. And then, now that we don't have an active investigation against the person that we're being tyrants against, now we're doing an active investigation amongst ourselves. So that's even more time you don't get the video. And then when you do get the video, they redact their faces because here, at least in Nevada, they have this weird law that hopefully, if you're in the northern Nevada area or in the Washoe Valley area, please vote for Drew Rebar over at Auditing Reno 911. Hopefully we can get him into office, folks, in the Washoe Valley and get him into the state assembly so we can start changing these laws. Start making these, the law that Chief got arrested on for delaying or obstructing an officer is resisting arrest, not resisting a public officer. Where the police officers are no longer shielded by having their public records their
Hidden.
Personnel files hidden under policy and law. Make it so where we can sunshine these things and find out what Chief Kaffir Nance did and whether or not Tony. And the fact blows my mind, people, that Sparks and Reno do not have a Brady list. Out of all the officers that they've had, as long as Brady's been around, you would think that there would be one person historically on that list.
Mm-hmm.
And they've not given any out. So,
yeah.
Hey, GOX, how's it going?
Yo, what's up? What's up? Oh, I wanted to give a shout out from Lieutenant Chance. He wanted to give everybody a shout out. He'll be joining us here very shortly, folks. Lieutenant Chance want to give y'all a shout out. So much love to our lieutenant.
Another thing I wanted to bring up, we've been meaning to bring this up, folks, is we are actually looking for producers. You want to help us be a live stream producer, really simple. All you got to do is go out there and find us banger content and just basically give us a few videos a week. And if you're really awesome, you'll help us make thumbnails as well. So, I mean, there's, very minimal work. You're already watching First Amendment videos. Help us produce the live stream, send us our way, and we'll put you in the credits at the end of the video. Or, if we think that you're doing a really great job, we'll bring you into the live stream if you want. It's not a requirement, folks, but we're just looking for a producer, live stream producers to help us find videos.
Because contrary to what a lot of people think, oh, you guys don't have jobs. We both have jobs and other, things that we got to do on a daily basis. So we're both very busy.
My viewers know that I work in the casino industry. I've made mention about it before, how I have gaming licenses, folks. So I have a 9-to-5 job and I'm a caretaker for my spouse. So, I am a very busy person. So we need producers, guys. This is a part-time job. This is a job, GOX. So we're asking for help. We're asking the community. If you would love to be a producer, love to help the Sacramento Community Watch Team, just reach out to us. We'd love to have you on as a producer.
And we're also
what's your name?
We're also recruiting in the Sacramento area for those people who are in the Sacramento area who would like to join us and walk the public streets and patrol the public streets and document police in Sacramento. We're looking for you. So, hit us up, Sacramento Community Watch at Gmail, and we'll make contact and see what it leads to.
Yep, and if you're in the northern Nevada area and would like to help us out with that as well, you can reach out to me at renonewsnow@outlook.com. So, We'll hope to get people trained up and get them out there. So let's keep going.
I'm Sergeant Ratcliffe. Yeah.
Supervisor Ratcliffe. He's not our sergeant.
Badge number?
3110. It's right here.
3110?
Yeah.
Go back. When you said right here, where's
Right
that?
here on it.
Oh, we can't see it right there, man.
Right. I mean, your badge number is right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
You got a lot of cousins, man. Yeah, a lot of you guys. You got a lot of cousins, man. He said it's Sergeant Ratcliffe right here. What is the attitude for though? Why are you automatically being aggressive like that?
Right. I mean, your badge number is right here.
Yeah.
Where's
Right
that?
here on it.
Oh, we can't see.
It's right
When
here.
you said right here, where's
Right
that?
here on it.
Badge number?
3110. It's right here.
3110?
Yeah.
It's right
When you said right here,
Mating call of a tyrant. Okay, right here.
again, do you guys think that his arrest? This is the same supervisory officer that arrested us on May 9th for peeping and conspiracy to commit a crime of peeping into the bike patrol office downtown Sacramento. He said, "You're going to jail. You were peeping." He told me that you were going to jail. You guys were peeping because we put the camera in the window. District attorney dropped the charges. Dropped the charges of conspiracy to commit a crime because we were with another watchman. Shout out to Marcus. And the peeping charge and the conspiracy charge both were dropped, but they kept the pepper spray charge. Oh,
because if
I'm
they
a
didn't,
felon.
they had to.
Yeah.
The reason why is because if they didn't keep at least one charge on it and go through the process, then they're admitting that they did something wrong.
Yep.
And that if they admit that they did something, even if it's a soft admittal, admitting without admitting it, you still have a civil rights violation. So the only reason why they're doing this is to secure their civil rights violation against you.
Right.
And the moment that you go, again, it's all going to be dismissed because it's fruit of the poisonous tree. They had no probable cause because they were using elementary school definitions of peeping in conspiracy. And now that the prosecution threw it away.
Right. And how does the district attorney even agree and defend this guy? What is going on?
It's because it's their last straw. That's the only thing that they have left to grasp on.
Come on, man. This is crazy. Let's keep watching. This guy. Where's
Right
that?
here on it.
Oh, we can't see it right there, man.
Right. I mean, your badge number is right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
You got a lot of cousins, man.
A lot of cousins.
Yeah, a lot of you guys identify yourselves as it's right here, but you wouldn't say that to a judge, though, right? When we ask for your name and badge, we want you to voice the number.
Well, it's kind of different because when you go into a judge's courtroom, that's a completely different situation.
Oh my gosh, because guess what? A judge can hold you in contempt, you little bitch. The judge can hold you in contempt, you little. But you forget, Mr. Radcliffe, we're your boss.
Yeah.
You should treat us with the same respect as you treat a judge, unless we're being detained. Oh my!
Hey, you kiss your mother with the mouth.
Yeah, all I hear is his lips. All I see is his lips flapping, and all I'm hearing is.
Everything is.
We're talking about the respect for us, we the people.
Yeah.
It's the same respect towards the judge.
Hold on a
Should we
second.
stop paying
What?
taxes?
What?
There's a different decorum on a sidewalk rather than in a courtroom.
Should we stop paying
It's a
taxes?
different.
Well, right, yeah. The different decorum is the courts have granted you the ability to lie. The courts have basically said that you have qualified immunity to where you can do anything you want to somebody, and as long as you can come up with some cockamamie excuse like pepper spray in a pocket, even though all your other reasonable suspicion went right out the freaking window, you think that you think you're the king of the court out here. But that's not the case. We're your boss. You're a public servant.
He doesn't act like
And this guy is never going to get it, because I have to agree with GeoX here, is that he's an arse. Somebody's got his goat.
for him.
Should we
Oh,
stop
no,
paying
absolutely
taxes?
not.
Yeah, because that's how you make your paycheck,
That's
right?
how you get paid.
I get paid through, I think, property taxes.
Property
It's all in the
tax.
general fund. Yeah.
That's your personal property taxes. That's not
What?
You don't get
He gets paid through property taxes, sales taxes, government grants, federal
still the tax
funding.
people. Still the people.
You get paid with just downright, the better word for it is you get paid with tax dollars, government tax dollars,
A
because
recipient,
you
right?
are paid to be a public servant welfare queen.
Right. Welfare recipient.
$300,000. Oh my gosh.
$300,000.
The only reason why he makes more in welfare cash is because he actually puts boots on the ground and he expects people to lick him.
Right. He's your daddy. And
Paid through property taxes through your job.
Oh, how do I get paid?
That's personal.
Through the taxpayers, man. The taxpayers pay you, brother.
Yeah, but there's different kinds of taxes. There's federal income taxes. There's state income taxes.
How much you
sales
get paid
tax.
a year?
There's property tax.
How much you get paid a year?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Who the hell are you?
It's different every year.
Hey, and shout out to the brother that was standing right next to him. It was actually about 3 or 4 of us standing there, and I didn't even know the guys that were standing next to me, but they noticed the police. They walked over while I was recording, and then we all chipped in on asking the
And
supervisor.
mind you, I mean, so you had a couple of civilians next to you.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So mind you, civilians and an auditor are owning this public employee, this government servant, this public servant. And he is just failing at explaining his job properly.
But it ain't over yet. Keep watching.
Portola 45, you're correct. How he made sergeant, I have no clue. Apparently they don't do it like they love the military rankings. Sergeant, private, commander, lieutenant commander. We use them too, just to prove a point that anybody can use them. But he's actually a supervisor. And the fact that he's made supervisor without any testing, because the military tests you. The military tests you on knowledge, whether or not you know things, in order to move up in rank. I watched my father go through that through the Air Force, watching him take tests and cracking open books so he can make a better life for our family inside the military. And this guy just gets it probably based on statistics alone.
Right.
Based upon arrest records, how many people he thought he arrested who were DWIs.
Right.
Because I work a lot of overtime.
Hey, one of my moderators look up.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I myself have had extensive government training, many years of extensive advanced government training. Yes, me. But I would never act like him towards the people.
Bad Cops Gone Wild says he shouldn't be a supervisor, and we perfectly agree with him.
Absolutely not.
Oh, and if you just take a look at how he paused it right here, this would be like one of those things where we need to test him for a DUI, folks.
Drug test. Period.
I'm talking down to these people because they don't understand my job because they didn't have 6 weeks in police academy training that I got.
Hold on, one at a time. What's that?
If I was look at his name,
would you help me?
Yeah.
So, do you work for us?
I work for the city of Sacramento.
Yeah,
That's
and
my
the city
employer.
of Sacramento consists of what? We the people, bro.
citizen in the city of Sacramento.
It wouldn't matter if you're a citizen of the city or not.
But how would
if you were the victim of a crime, you're absolutely not coming up. Yeah, it's my job.
You're a victim of a crime. No, your job is to assist the citizens of Sacramento because you are a public servant first and a police officer second.
Yep.
But they flip the order. Everybody has the order flipped when it comes to the government. They put the police officer first and the civil servant second. Yep. If you don't like your job, if you're going to be a snowflake about it, go be a trash collector. Go be go be a road work person. Don't put yourself in that position if you don't want to deal with it.
Go work at the library.
Do you want to do that last short, Chief, or do you want to call it a night?
Yeah, roll that last short. I want to show you this video of, in that other video where the sergeant rolls up telling the guy to move along from the sidewalk feeding, people. The backup officer that was standing with him was this officer in here. Take a look at his attitude, and you would think, it's this one right here with the gloves on. Mind you, they detained an individual there for no reason, and they released him.
Gio, I don't see you being blocked. I don't know what's going on.
He's being blocked.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Are you trying to do like a super chat or something? You're not in timeout and you're not hidden from the channel.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with your account. I'm sorry. Try reloading your page. Maybe it's just something goofy with YouTube. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. Let's keep going.
That's it. I'm gonna go. You're being disrespectful right now.
Oh, this is the same officer we dealt with the other day. This guy right here has a really bad attitude, guys. This officer right here. We'll go ahead and keep him on the camera.
I done told you that already. That man, you never over time to protect this system, man. No, I'm sorry. No, fucking with us.
This officer right here is always telling somebody what to do, how to do it, when to do it.
Hey, Gio, reach out to Sacramento Community Watch at gmail.com with your details, and he'll take a look at his account and figure out what's going on.
I don't even want you ever go away.
You hear him screaming at him like that? All because he walked up a few feet to say something to his friend that was locked up unlawfully. Mind you, they released him a couple of minutes later, but he was there as a witness trying to give his statement, and they weren't listening to him. And, like anybody else, you would get upset about that. You expect police to, at least do their job and investigate. But of course, you got this Popeye the Sailor Man wanting to run up and try to be the boss and, supervisor of somebody who hasn't committed a crime. And this is a problem we have in Sacramento. And it's disgusting, literally.
Well, maybe we can do an investigation on their police chief and kind of run them out for not taking their classes properly, like Chief Nance did here in Reno. So, there's only so much you can do. You gotta get the leadership out, start from scratch.
Yep. And again, folks, this is oops, that's it. Why is he showing that? That's weird. The video still on the screen. Remove. Okay, let's see. So this is Thean Ho. This is again the Sacramento County District Attorney. One of the public defenders said that he's not willing to budge on a pepper spray charge that they gave me. Reach out to this guy too, Sacramento County.
And if the district attorney's office, I'm going to put their information up here on the screen here, except for
make it a little easier. I should have did that.
Remove. Let's try to. Okay, now it'll let me. I'll zoom in here, folks. But their phone number is going to be. They got a 2.2 star on Google, and their phone number is 916-874-6218. Let's see here. Let's go to Google reviews. Oops, let me change over to Reno News Now. Oops, sorry, folks. Sacramento District Attorney. And oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to leave a Google review. Let's see, write a review. 1 star, and let's put down the district attorney is prosecuting somebody who
that's real wrong. Prosecuting.
I know. I got Google prosecuting. Prosecuting somebody who had where they had absolutely You see how well I can type here, folks. Absolute.
Yeah, I need to get you up on game because my typing skills is phenomenal. Well, I did work dispatch for 6
Absolutely
months.
no probable cause
Yeah, working
or
dispatch
detainment
right in there.
over a pepper spray, a simple pepper
Found of the poisonous tree.
hashtag fruit of poison free.
Let's read some of the
Okay.
reviews too for a few seconds here. If y'all stay with this.
Done. Okay, yeah, let's read some reviews here. Elizabeth, 2 years ago, Paige was assigned as my attorney on a case. My case was dragged out for 2 years just to go to trial and have all the charges reduced. I feel the victim totally victimized and don't feel justice is being served. I would not recommend any of these people from these offices. They are all biased and work together for their own profit. They drag their feet and do not put in any effort for justice. They are weak and watered down representatives of the law. Do better.
Oh. Wow.
6 years ago, I'm the victim of a domestic violence. The incident occurred on March of 2018. The case finally went to trial on June of 2019. The trial kept getting put out further because my aggressor picked up new charge for DUI. I was informed both of his charges would be heard before the judge when my case went to trial. After going through 3 different DAs, I met one that would take the case to trial literally the day before it did. We discussed emails, pictures, text messages that the previous DA and I had exchanged in regards to the evidence, most of which he informed me would be shared with the jury. The day trial began, I went to testify against my aggressor. Soon found out, in fact, none of the evidence would be shared, not even text messages from my aggressor admitting to the assault or pictures of the injuries taken my CSI in the hospital. In fact, he did admit to me hitting during the trial, but in self-defense, he says, I lived in fear for over a year. No restraining order was even put in place on my behalf following the assault. Oh my gosh. I requested one of these separate occasions within that year of waiting for a trial. The day following my testimony, I received a call from the DA I had just met days prior informing me the verdict was not guilty. My aggressor got away with assault and still lives in my home city. I've never been through anything so horrific in my life. It's really unfortunate how ill-prepared and inexperienced the legal team was for such a severe crime. I refuse to have SR with a man that I had known for over 9 years, and because of it, I was assaulted. But I will continue to tell my story for all those no longer with us to tell theirs. And we've told your story as well.
Amen.
And that just bites.
Yep.
Wow.
So we're dealing with Sac County here. So it's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad.
My gosh. Okay, so here's another 1 star here.
No, don't read another long one.
It was victim. Okay, this one's a little one. Okay, 2015. My wife and I went out to see a show.
That ain't little.
My wife
skip
with
that.
a special ed. Skip that one. Okay.
That's hella long. What you talking
Had
about?
a case in Truckee 5 years ago, which I completed community service and etc. Dex District Attorney put illegal surveillance in on me, and Truckee PD, Reno PD has been harassing me ever since. They have a fine as far as putting a cam in my 6-year-old niece's room and also slandering my next job. Wow. Was falsely charged with a DUI. I wasn't even driving the car, and it took them a year to drop the charges. When you try to get your forms filled out so you can get your license back, they will just transfer you to other numbers and then hang up on you. There's 1 5-star review.
I don't believe it.
Another 1-star review. One of the suspects in the mass shooting was released early from prison, had 10-year sentence, did 6 months. DA's office has blood on their hands. 8 years ago, as long as Monster Schubert, who cares more about her donors, is district attorney, will never see justice for the police brutality. Yeah,
those
very bad
carry
reviews.
out far. Yeah, they extend kind of quite back in date.
GOX, thank you so much.
Rock on, brother.
So, folks,
I don't know what the
again,
hell that was. What the hell is that?
hang on.
Yeah,
You're
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah. We appreciate
So,
everybody
folks,
for tuning in and for sticking with us, of course. We love you guys for tuning in and listening to our story here. And is this the right point?
Yeah, that's the right point. You're hitting me at this point, I think. So, hey, folks, if you, like I said, if you guys want to help us produce the show, want to become a producer, help us find videos, and want to be given credit and possibly join us in the future, we welcome you guys' input. You guys know we know you guys will already watch these videos. We just need your help providing banger content. So, if you want to help us provide banger content each and every week, please reach out to us. We'd love to have you aboard. So.
And this is my new note card too, by the way, when I read my notes, so you guys see the logo in there. Hey,
yeah,
let me remind you guys, check out our merch shop. Support our team.
I need
to
put some merch on the merch shop, man. I want to do mating call of a tyrant. Okay.
Yeah, I can give you access to it, and you can do what you need to do. Yeah.
Or I might come out with my own line. I don't know yet. I'm still contemplating it. But yeah, one of the ones I just thought of was like, mating call of a tyrant. I keep saying that.
Oh, folks, remember we are going to have a merch giveaway next week. So tune in. You just got to look out for our live stream because sometimes we're iffy on what day, what time. But if you can join us, we have some merch to give away, and it's some nice shit. So you guys definitely want to tune in for that. For sure.
And you never know, we might have another surprise live this week. You never know. We're trying to do these fast and furious, folks, but like I said, we need some help. So if you could reach out to us, folks.
Especially those iPhone 17 users, you definitely want to be involved in that game show that we got going on for sure. It's a hint. It's a hint.
Right. Anyways, Chief, is there anything else before we head out
that's
tonight?
it. Much love and respect.
Yep. Wonderful, guys. You guys have a wonderful night, and thank you for joining us.